Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Trading 2Lux. Today I'm going to explain how to use the zones that is present in the Smart Index tool. Let's get started. So basically I created zones to find what the smart money are doing. Smart money are nothing but they are FII, DII, proprietary trading firms, hedge funds, etc. And they have very large capital to move the market. And basically we can find what they are doing with the zones here. So basically, unlike small retailer where we sell with 10 or 20 lots or buy with 10 or 20 lots, only with 10 or 20 lots we are getting huge slippages in Nifty and Bank Nifty, like 2 or 3 points. But smart money wants to buy or sell in thousands of lot. So they cannot just use a market order and buy thousands of lot. It just pushes the price too much that their average price and slippages will be very big. So they use algos to do the order slicing and several other technique to accumulate and distribute their shares before moving the price in one direction. So that is because the fund managers who are working in these institutions, prop trading firms and hedge funds, they will have instruction from their higher team lead that they should accumulate the shares from so and so price only. For example, if the Nifty is trading around 12,000 and if they are planning to push the price to 12,100 today, they want to accumulate the Nifty between 12,000 to 12,020. That should be their basic average price. If the price is going about 12,020, they push the price down again till they accumulate their entire thousands or 2,000 lots. Only after they complete their accumulation, they push the price up. Also, they don't want the retailers to know what they are doing, because if we know that institutions are planning to push the price to 12,100, all the retailers will be buying and the market would have moved up already. So they cannot, the institutions cannot get the average price they are intended to. So that is why they want to know, they doesn't want to know the retailers what they are doing. But with the use of the zones, we can find what they are doing and we can just follow them. So this let us look into the next slide now. So whatever I was telling right now has been explained by Richard Wyckoff in the 1990s. He was considered as one of the 5 titans of technical analysis, along with Dow, Gann, Elliott and Merrill. So he explained all the concept I told in the form of Wyckoff market cycle. Now let us look into it. So these are the phases in the Wyckoff market cycle. Like I have explained here, before they push the price up, they accumulate all the shares here. Like 80% of the shares they will accumulate here, and then they push the price here. After that, remaining 20% of the share they may accumulate here, and finally push the price to the target. That is, like I have explained in the example, from 12,000 to 12,020 they may buy 1,000 lots here. Again they push the price up and they buy remaining 500 lots here. Again they push the price up, and this is where they book the profit. And here also they doesn't want to know that they want to book the profit, because like I told you, if you're buying 1,500 lots in market order, it will just push the price up. Likewise, if they are selling the 1,500 lots here, it will just push the price back here and the market will crash. So they doesn't want to know they are offloading the shares. So they will be keeping the price in the range and they will distribute all the 1,500 share to the retailers here. The people who think that the market has went up, they will shoot up even more, they will be buying. So for all the retailers, they will be selling here. After offloading the shares, like around 1,000 lots after they sold off, remaining 500 lots they may just sell with market order. So it will push the price down, and again if they have some more shares left, they will just sell again and push the price down, and the market cycle continues again. So I just told the basics of Wyckoff market cycle. If you want to know in detail, you can watch YouTube. There are even more clear explanations. But for the using of zone in Smart Index tool, this concept is enough for you. So let us move on to the next slide now. And one more thing, the accumulation phase you are looking here and the distribution phase you are looking here doesn't look exactly same like this in the real-time market. That is because if it is simple range breakout, all the retailers can track what smart money is doing. So it will be completely different in real-time market, and that accumulation structure and distribution structure also has been explained by the Wyckoff. Let us look into it now. So according to Richard Wyckoff, this is how accumulation zones look like. He explained lots of things, but if I explain everything, you guys will get confused. So please concentrate only on selling climax and stop loss hunting. This is enough for our intraday trades. So basically, after the price fell down too much, we can find selling climax by a higher volume candle. So you can also use the volume reversal feature in the smart index tool to find the selling climax. After the selling climax, the price will be going in the range like this. Here we can see lots of zones created in the smart index tool that I will be explaining in the later of the slides. Like in the previous example I told, this is the Nifty 12,000 and this is Nifty 12,020. They keep the price within in the range to accumulate all the shares they want, and finally they remove the weekend by doing the stop loss hunting. Also, that is when the price is pushed from 12,000 to 11,970, all the stop loss will be hit and the price will be going down. So the institution also will be getting better average price. So 30% or 40% of the shares can be accumulated here in the spring. But sometimes if they have accumulated enough shares without any problem, they move the price without stop loss hunting as well. But most of the 80% of the time there will be stop loss hunting. After they accumulate enough shares, they push the price up. That is markup zone like we saw. So now let us look into the distribution zone now. So this is how distribution zone look like. After the price has been marked up, there will be buying climax. There will be huge volume here. Like I told, you can track with the reversal volume tracker. After that, the price will be in range and there will be one stop loss hunting. After that, again they push the price down. And one more thing very important thing to remember is, before the price has been marked up, we never know this is a distribution zone or a reaccumulation zone. Like we saw here, like this may look like this, and you can think after the markup this is distribution zone and you may think the price will come down, but this may be reaccumulation as well. This is to confuse the retail trader. Similarly, after the price fell down, this may be look like accumulation zone to you, like the market is going in range, but this may be redistribution as well. So one confirmation you can use to take trade is, after the price has been breakdown from the zone, if it is retesting and if it is going up, you can take your buy call here. So you can see after the reaccumulation the price went up, retouched this zone and the price went up. So this is where you can take entry. Again for selling, after the breakdown, if it is retesting this distribution zone, you can take your sell entry. So that is one way to avoid the confusion between the reaccumulation and distribution and redistribution and accumulation. So yeah, now let us look into the next slide. So what are zones and its benefit? It basically created based on volume profile plus market profile plus order flow. I created it based on tick by tick data. If you are seeing Zerodha, they have volume profile with 1 minute candle only and 1 minute volume. It is not that much accurate. In TradingView there is a tick by tick volume profile, but there is no market profile. So since there is nothing matching my requirement in the market, I created the zone for personal use. So the zones are basically created near the price which has more volume and also where the price has spent more time. And with the help of zones you can find where the big money are participating. And you guys know 95% of the retailers lose money. So with the zones we can find what the smart money are doing. Also we can find accumulation distribution area like I have explained in the previous slides, and we can find where the stop losses have been kept. Also one more important thing is we can find the trending day or range bound day using the zones. So now let us look into the next slide. To enable the zone, go to the tradingtoolx.com/dashboard, click smart index tool, and you click the settings icon in the top left and you choose the zones like this and click the save. So Bank Nifty zones are basically yellow and Nifty intraday zones are basically pink color, and yesterday zones are in the dark blue color. So this is required so you can see my examples and understand. Now let us look into the example of intraday accumulation plus reaccumulation. Basically, if you are enabling zones in the smart index tool, this is how it looks like. This is the Nifty 15-second chart, and these horizontal lines are the lines that is plotted based on the volume and time and order flow. So basically, if there is any institutional activity, you will be seeing pink color like this. So in the morning we had some institutional activity and the price has been marked up, and this is the buying climax. This is automatic rally and the price is going in the range, and we are seeing lots of pink color. It means higher institutional activity. And finally here we are seeing the stop loss hunting. After the stop loss hunting, the price has been marked up again, and again this is the buying climax, and the price is doing automatic rally and again going in the range. So this is basically accumulation and this is reaccumulation. This may be distribution zone or again reaccumulation as well. That one we may be finding after the any stop loss hunting and the price has been marked up or marked down. So now let us look into the next example. And this is the example of intraday distribution plus redistribution. For the bank nifty, we will be seeing yellow color zones like this. Since the bank nifty is very volatile, we cannot expect tight ranges because the slippages and the movement will be big, but the price will be traveling around the zones, and after they finish the distribution, they mark down the price like this. Until you can be sure that until next zone is formed, the price will be keep on going down. So this is the morning distribution, this is redistribution, and this is marked down. Here again they may do accumulation or again do the redistribution and push the price down. So let us look next example. This is the vertical or ash color line you are seeing is the data of yesterday. Before that is the data of yesterday, and after that is the data of the today. So one more thing is yesterday's zones has been like we saw pink color in the nifty, right? Here you saw the pink color. Like we know that lots of accumulation has happened here. If you look at that is this data, you can see after this heavy accumulation, look at the gap up. So this institution guys know that the price is going to go up, and after the accumulation next day we had very good gap up, and again the price some kind of distribution may be happening. They are booking the profit or something like that, and you can see the price is getting rejected into the zones, and once it entered the zone, it again consolidates here. So this is how we can track the yesterday accumulation with this blue color. So one more thing is, if the price is coming to this zone, this will be acting as a very strong support, and if it is breaking again here, this will be very, very strong support. That is because the institution who are buying here will protect the price before falling down. So from there they may push the price up. And this is again example of yesterday distribution. In the end of the day they were distributing lots of share yesterday, and you can see from there again they rejected the price from that zone and they pushed the price down. And one more thing is, we can find the consolidation day using this. So if you are seeing lots of yellow lines throughout the day, so if you see this day at 2021-1/8, the market was in complete consolidation and range bound day. That is because full of the market will be full of yellow color line. There is no markup or markdown. So if you are seeing full of lines, pink color line or yellow color line, that means that day will be mostly consolidation day. So you can do option selling or something like that. And next example is trending day. Like here we had some accumulation, they pushed the price up, and again they started distribution in the top of the price. Here they did some stop loss hunting kind of stuff, and after that they pushed the price up, and this pushed the price down. Here we had some support and the price has been falling down since then. You can see here how when the price fell down, yesterday's zone was giving very good support. And this is another example of trending day. Here there is some the zone is acting as a support. Here they are doing lots of stop loss hunting, and again this we are getting support. Once the support is broken, it is falling and taking support to the previous day zone, and again once this is broken, when the price is retested here, and there is another big fall here. So this is another example of trending day. If there is no zones at all, you can see usually the zones are like this as well in some day, but someday there is no zones at all. That means the price will be trending. This is where option buyers can go with the directional strategies. Again, if you're seeing for the Nifty, the price is trending without any zones. And now let us look into the characteristics of the zones. So basically the price travels from one zone to another zone. For example, after the accumulation, if the price has been marked up, it keeps on going up until another zone has been created in the top. Likewise, when the price is breaking down the zone, it keeps on falling until there is some kind of zone has been created. And next is same like price action, it acts as a support and resistance. We saw in the previous example like how the price fell down and suddenly bounced from the yesterday zone. That is because there is real institutional activity happened yesterday in that price, and that institution want to protect the price and they are pushing the price up. So it acts same like support and resistance. And next thing is price consolidate when the lots of zones are present nearby. Like when there are, like I explained here, there is lots of accumulation or distribution happening throughout the day, the price will be consolidating. After they accumulating, they may do the gap up, or after distribution they may do the gap down. So next thing is the price tends to move in one direction if there is no zones present. Here you can see, since there is no zones created in the intraday, the price keep on traveling in one direction until some zones are created. It keeps on falling. You can see several examples here as well. Price keeps on falling if there is no zones. Next thing is the price moves in opposite direction after the stop loss hunting. Like I have explained here, once some kind of stop loss hunting has been done above the zone, and again if it is re-entering the zone, it travels in the same direction. And the price reacts to the zone created yesterday as well. I have explained here. Here you can see this blue color is the yesterday zone. The price is falling and it is exactly bouncing from here, like same support resistance of price action. Once it is again entering the zone, it keeps on falling. And the next thing is the stronger zones are bright in color and weaker zones are light in color. You can see the, I don't know if you can look into it, there is some very light zones has been created in the Nifty, light pink color. Here as well, this is very light pink, sorry, light yellow, but it is bright yellow here. Yeah, you can see here bright pink, but very light pink here. So based on the strength of the accumulation distribution, it will be very bright or light like this. So these are all the characteristics of zones. Now let us go into the next slide. Let me explain how it is useful for the option sellers. For non-directional option sellers, it is important that the price stays within two ranges. They can sell the strangles or straddles when the price is between two strong zones, and they can exit that position when there is no zones around. Let me show you an example. This is an expiry day. From the morning the price is staying within this two range. You can initiate your short strangles or short straddles. From morning to noon 2 o'clock, since the price is in the range, the strangles or straddles would have given very good profit. And once the price has broken down from the zones, you can exit your positions. Probably this looks like a distribution zone. After they distribute or offload all the shares, the institutions are marking down the price here. So before the marking down happens, you can exit exactly below the zone. So like if you have holded this position, you would have been in the biggest loss. So by this way, the zones are useful for you. And this is completely opposite for the option buyers. Like when the price is within the range and it is expiry day, if you are buying call and put and waiting for some momentum, nothing will be happening. Whereas after it is breaking the zone and if it is retesting and coming down, you can buy the put option and get lots of profit. And you can book the profit near next zone or something like this. And again, when this zone is broken, you can again buy the put option. Since there is not much zone here, it is full of option buyers area. So yeah, that's it guys. You can see another example for option buyer. Once the zone is broken, you can enter and book the profit here. And again after the breakdown, you can enter here, or when it is retracing here, you can buy the put option with just the stop loss above this blue zone, and you can see how the prices fell down. So basically when there is no zones, it is option buyers arena. So yeah, that's it guys. This is how option buyers and sellers make use of the zones and trade successfully by following the smart money. And thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you.